Hi, friends. It's Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located on the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And tonight I am stamping with the Spotlight on Nature bundle. I have a card that I created a while ago using Perennial Lavender suite, and well, stamp set and dies, not really the suite. And tonight I am going to remake that card and share with you how to decide what to do. Okay, I'm just getting this posted into my VIP group. So I'm running everywhere. That way I don't have to worry about who's missing out. Okay, so I need to go to this one. Nope, this one. There we go. Good evening, Marcia and Lena. Hello. Oh, yay. Hello. So tonight I'm going to remake this card for you. So this is the one I created using the Perennial Lavender um, Perennial Lavender suite without the paper. Does that make sense? Because I used the perennial postage dies, the painted lavender bundle, and at that time it was celebration. So that's the softly sophisticated embossing folder. So I'm going to redo that with current stuff and use the Spotlight on Nature. Hey, Cindy. Hello, Janet. Oh, look at everybody showing up. Yay. Okay, I'm going to flip you around because you don't need to see me anymore. Oh, yes, chocolate. Time for some chocolate. Grab some. If you're sugar-free, I have sugar-free peanut butter cups. I have sugar-free turtles. There's sugar-free Werthers. If you like dark chocolate, there's one hiding down in there. It's a 60%er, some Waffarinos, some Choco Bites. There we go. Toblerone. Now, my Spotlight on Nature class is now open for registration. So there's a link in the description of the video that will give you the link directly to the registration for my class. Now, if you're watching this on a replay and it's after June the 25th, then registration is closed. But if you click that link, you'll get the whatever class I have available for registration will pop up for you. Oh, peanut butter cup. Yeah, no kidding. Right, Lena? I love them too. Okay, don't let me forget to do the Share It Saturday for draw for May the 25th. And if you are not a member of my VIP group, then you need to be, because only my VIP people are eligible to enter the draw once a week. And I will tell you all about that as we go along. So here's another up close look at the stamp set. And I'm just looking at this, and I don't think I used the perennial postage dies on here, unless I did on the inside. Nope. And I use Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Old Olive. So I have Old Olive and Highland Heather to color the Spotlight on Nature flowers and Memento. Now, does your Memento look like my Memento? If it doesn't, comment and let me know that your Memento does not look like my Memento. Yours may look like this. So if you want yours that looks like this to look like this and get a much better dark stamped image, comment and let me know that you need that information and I will share it with you. I'm happy to share it. Okay, so here's the Spotlight on Nature. The stamp set is amazing. You do not need the stamp set to take the class. Any stamp set will do. You do, however, need the dies or some kind of circle dies to take the class. If you're doing in person, you don't. If you're doing the virtual one, you will, because you will have to have die cut circles. But if you've got the deckled circles or you've got the stitched ones we used to have, they will work too. So you don't need the bundle to do the class. I'm going to use Eyelet embossing folder instead of that softly sophisticated one. And I grabbed another new stamp set today. It's called Labeled with Love. Now, this comes in a bundle with either a punch or dies. And I have both. So tonight I'm using the punch because I thought I would use this frame and happy birthday in place of this. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to finish it off with some iridescent faceted gems. Now, these are the embellishment that is included in the class kit for the Spotlight on Nature. Look at those. Do you have these? Have you tried these out? Let me tell you, you put them with purple, they go purple. You put them with pink, they go pink. You put them with blue, they go blue. Hi, Norma. Marcia. Yes, the new memento, new way to use memento, not momento. Memento is amazing. I tell you. Okay, so I'm going to use exactly the same supplies to do this card. And I'm going to get the recipe up so I can tell you what they are. Okay, so we have a basic white card base, the usual 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Then a piece of gorgeous grape that is 3 3/4 by 5. And that's going to go on the front. Now I've popped this whole layer up. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 3 by 5/8, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And it's going to layer on top of that. That's the one we're going to emboss. And then I have some to do the sentiment and stamping and whatever. So this one measures 3 3/8 by 5, but it can be whatever you want. Okay, so let's first of all, hey Sherry, thank you for watching from Indiana. So I didn't get my machine. Hang on before I start my thought that I was just going to do. I knew I'd forget to do that. I usually set up before dinner, go have dinner and come back. And I said to myself, get your machine out before you go for dinner. You're going to forget it. Guess what? I forgot it. Hey, Wendy. Okay, so my thought before I went away to get my machine was I've been thinking about totally changing my time going live. I'm thinking about changing it to morning. What does everybody think? It would be somewhere around 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Well, somewhere between 9 and 10 Pacific time. So that would be 10 and 11 Mountain time, and it would be 1 and 2 Eastern time, I do believe. No, wait, 9 would be noon. So somewhere around noon on Eastern time. Hello, Lori. Thanks for joining us. So give me a comment or a thumbs up or hit those emojis and let me know what you think about me totally changing my go live time. I'll still be Mondays and Thursdays, but it would be in the morning Pacific time, noon Eastern time. Okay, so I just embossed that with the Eyelet embossing folder. Switch my machine back to die cutting. Do you guys have this? Oh, Nadine says it would be awesome. Cindy says morning would be fine. Wendy says sure. Cool. I might just do that. Okay, there's the Eyelet embossing folder. Now this is part of the Country Woods suite, and I love this. I didn't think I was going to, but you know, it's one of those things that when you look at it in the catalog and you think, yeah, whatever, and then you get it or you see it in use and you think, oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so there's the card so far. and it's going to go onto the white card base, and I'll pop that up. Now for the front, instead of this, because the stamp set does not have dies, and I want this and I want this on the front. So I'm going to do a circle, but I'm thinking of doing like part of a circle like that. So let's die cut. I hope this is wide enough. Oh, phew. Because this is the kit that I made up according to the directions of the card, this card. So I wasn't really sure that it would fit, but it does. And I don't need the whole thing anyways, because it's going to be a part of a circle, right? But I'm going to do the whole one, and then we'll figure out how much of a circle I want to have. And there will still be room left over to do the sentiment at the bottom. So I'm going to have to get another piece to do the butterfly, because I think the butterfly needs to be added on separately. Okay, so I got that die cut. Look how nice those itty bitty pieces come out of that die. You see it? There is not one left in there. There's a few left in here, but there's really not a lot. And if you take your pick brush and go around like this, they all come out. So there's no picking. You don't need to pick with this one anyways. This is the dots and dashes, and it comes out really easy. The floral ones, the ones that are these, they're a little bit fussier to get out, but there's still 90% of them come out before you lift the die off the cardstock. Hello, Karen. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Lori, that's exactly what it is. So I took the uninked white craft pad that you can order from Stamping Up. Now it comes uninked, and you get a white refill with it. This one is really old because it says Whisper White on it, but you get a basic white refill with it, but it comes uninked. So just don't put the white on it, and put the Memento ink. Get a refill. They're out of stock right now, but they're coming back. Get one of the refills and ink this up with the Memento ink, but do it slowly, because these pads need the anti-foamer in them. So that's what's in our regular ink refills, is an anti-foamer that stops the foaming, but Memento doesn't have it in it. So you have to put on a little bit and work it in, and then put a little bit on and work it in. Don't do what I did the first time and load it up, and then you have this mound of black foam on there. It looks like you're making whipping cream. I tell you, it took me a while to work it in, but if you do add a whole bunch, it'll just take you extra long to get it worked in. It's not like it'll ruin it. Okay, so there's our circle. Here's our card. So what I'm thinking is about that much of it. So if I put a pencil mark on there, I put a pencil mark there, and then run a line, just, oops, it's not very straight, like that. Then that tells me where I had planned to cut that off, so then we can stamp accordingly. Just got to get rid of that. There's a little bit of on there. You know what is? Hi, Valerie. Oh, Nadine likes it. Yeah, I think this is going to be cool. This is one of those stamp sets where I wasn't going to get it, and then I started seeing people playing with it and creating with it, and it didn't take long to change my mind completely, and I had to order it, and now I love it. I know I won't ever get rid of those circle dies, I don't think, unless they come up with something more fantastic. Okay, so this is giving me a guide that I don't want to go past there with whatever part of the stamp I want to keep. So I'm just going to go right here like that, and we'll stamp that. And if you haven't seen the new Memento ink, are you ready for this? Look at that. just look at how good that is. Now, do you want me to stamp it again using the old one and you can see the difference? Or are you okay with it? Great idea because it gives you a larger work surface for your larger stamps. Yes, it does that too, Lori. It does. I'm just grabbing some white because I need some white to stamp the butterfly. Now, there will be fussy cutting involved in this card because there's no die for the butterfly and I really want a 3D effect butterfly on here. So I'm going to stamp it. Okay, I will stamp this the old way. And then I'm going to clean my stamp on my very dirty chamois, get all the ink off of it. And then I'll take the old one and we'll ink it up. Now I used to do the twist and shout thing, so I'll still do it. And it's still got lots of ink on it. And then I will stamp it the old way. And now you'll be able to, can you see the difference? This is the new one. That's the old one. Now, is that not the aha moment of the year? And here it is. It's only June and we've had the aha moment of the year already. I tell you, it has rocked my world. It has. Right, Lori? And Sherry too? Yeah. Makes a difference, doesn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to erase my pencil mark. Very quickly here. And I haven't put anything together yet because I'm going to put this on here and then I'm going to cut it. I missed a spot. There we are. I will cut it after I get it on here. So that's going to be about like that. And then I'm going to cut the butterfly out, put it there, and then we'll put the sentiment. Yep, this is going to work. Okay. Let's color. Let's color. Get rid of this dirty stuff. And I have Highland Heather. So we are going to have a Highland Heather flowers tonight. Somebody the other night asked for purple ones, and I was doing a card that purple did not suit the color. So I'm really happy that I'm doing purple tonight because I can show you what this purple flower looks like. I have no idea what this is. Somebody said the other night it might be a cosmos. I don't know. I don't know my flowers well enough. Like, I know the basic flowers, but I don't know them well enough to the obscure ones. Like, you tell me, I can do roses and I can do peonies, all that kind of a flower, you know, the normal, usual ones, but these different ones, they do not enter into my brain. So I did the light and then I went in with the dark and along the edges, and I'm just going back along with the light again, just to blend that all together. And I'm sorry if you're commenting. I am not watching the comments at the moment. I'm coloring. So when I get this colored in, I will go back and read all those comments. Okay. So do you think this is a cosmos? Those of you out there that know your flowers? Does that make sense? I really don't have a clue. I just know I love them. So I think we're going to do a yellow butterfly, because that's the color that's popping into my mind now that I'm seeing these flowers being colored. That. Uh-oh, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I just got a message. I hope you didn't hear that. Okay, and a little bit of dark in there. Oh, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, Valerie, it probably was you then. Valerie says purple's her favorite color. Okay, so this is Old Olive. And I'm just going to do the light, and then I'm going to put some dark down the center. Now I'm not doing the stems because I don't like doing the stems on this stamp with Stampin' Blends because they're too narrow. So I either leave them uncolored or get the marker out and color in the marker. Because Stampin' Blends are meant to spread out, and they spread out too far on the stem. I like them to keep the color more contained. Okay, so there's light Old Olive, and I'm just going to grab the dark. Let's go right down the center. And all that does is it just adds a little bit of depth to your flower or your leaves. Now, I didn't go and do a funky color along with my purple tonight, which I sometimes do. There we go. And then if you don't have enough of a base on there, just go back over top and it will blend itself in really nicely. And then you have lovely leaves that are got depth and not all one depth. Of course, that doesn't make any sense at all what I just said, but you know, they're not flat is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Old Olive now. I'm thinking that this might not work because you have to use the thin end, and this is not one of the new markers. This is one of the old ones. Oh, it does still have a little bit of ink in there. Usually that thin tip dries out really fast, but I'm impressed. This one's actually working. Yay! So I'm just going over top of the stems here. There we go. All right, so there's that, and that's going to go on here. That's going to go there like that. This is going to go here like this. And now we have the butterfly. So I need to get some yellow. Light daffodil, I think. And then we'll still use the purples just to tie them all in. I'm going to do a base coat of light Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to go all over the whole thing because I find that even though I'm using two different colors, by putting that base coat on there, it just allows everything to blend together really nice. And then you don't have the stark yellow versus the stark purple, because the purple has an underlying coat of yellow on there. Okay, so there we go. Got that all on. I'm just adding a bit more so things start to blend. And I'm going to use the light. Hi, Marie. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies need some. Oh, email me one, Marie. Those peanut butter chocolate chip cookies sound yummy. And if you email it to me, then it won't be, it's the diet version, right? Okay, so I'm just adding in some light Highland Heather in here, just following a little bit of those artist lines there. And then I'll grab the dark Highland Heather, and this butterfly will have dark Highland Heather on it as well. And then we'll go right over top of the whole thing in Daffodil Delight again. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. There we go. And then by going back over with Daffodil Delight, and I already have the base coat in there, this will all blend in and become one stunning yellow and purple butterfly. There we go. Thanks, Nadine. Thanks, Lena. Okay. Now, there's a trick because you can see that this has got antenna, and I'm not going to cut those antenna out, but I will show you a trick of how you can make it look like you have cut out the antenna when you don't really have to. Now you can cut up really close to this if you want and have just the black outline. I'm doing a very, very, very slight white outline all the way around. You don't have to do wide outlines every time. You can make them thin. Now, when you're fussy cutting, the trick is to turn your cardstock, not your scissors and not your hand. So you just kind of hold your hand still. My right hand is basically still. There's a little bit of turning. And then I turn the cardstock with my left hand. Now, if you are left-handed, you would hold the scissors in your left hand, and they would be steady. And then you turn the cardstock with your right hand. I don't know why I just said that, because if you're left-handed, you know how to cut. Bizarre. Some days, the things that come out of my mouth amaze me. It's like, really? Why did you just say that? Okay, we're just about done here, and you can see this butterfly, how close I am cutting to the black line. Now, if you go right up against it, if you want to cut right along the black line, that's fine. And if you end up with a little bit of white around it and you don't want the white, then take your black marker. Hang on, I will get it and show you. Maybe I should just cut this one out so I can show you what I mean. This is that one we cut out with the old ink pad, so it's really not, I can't use it, but I'm just going to cut out part of it, and I'm going to try to go right up close to the stamped image. And sometimes you miss some spots, you get white, sometimes you get too close and you don't have any black left. There, that's good enough. So can you see how, where's my pokey tool? I've not cut close enough, and there's little bits of white, and then I cut too close here and there's not enough black. So if you take your marker, your black marker, don't hold it like this, hold it like this. You get much more control, and you're just going around the outside like this. That will cover up all that white that you left behind, and got to get right in there into that corner. Oops, see what happens when you don't hold it right? And then you can go here, and then it looks much better, and you get a nice dark outline. I wish it had dies too that match the stamped images, but you know, I love the circles, and oh shoot, I'm glad we have those circle dies. Okay, so that's how to cut your image close to, and then have be able to get rid of that white. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp the butterfly right on my circle. So I want it to be like that, sort of like that. So I'm going to take the stamp. Of course, I lost it now. I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to stamp my butterfly right there. Stay tuned, Karen. I'm full of useless information. Cheryl, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth when I start talking. I never know. Okay, so now I'm going to be able to put my butterfly on here and see it looks like I've cut out the antenna. Now, you can also take and cut just the wings out. You don't have to cut the body out because when you add the wings, the body is there too. So many different ways to do that. So now I'm going to take some Tombow glue and I'm just going to put Tombow right along where that body was. And then I'm going to let it dry while we do other stuff. Because I'm going to put, it's going to be flat against the body and I'm going to pop the wings up. Okay, let's get those off there like that. Good. Okay, let's get this on here. So I'm going to put this flat on there like that. So let's just get some Stampin' Seal on there. And I'm going to get my silicone mat because there's going to be glue in areas that we don't need, and I don't want to glue it to my grid paper. So I'm just making sure that I got glue right over to the edge like that. And we'll take our front. And you have to do this before you layer it onto the Gorgeous Grape or put it onto the card front so you can cut off the part that you don't want. Now I'm thinking right about there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that without pushing it down because I want to get the sentiment and then we can try the sentiment. So I have, this is a new stamp set. I haven't used it yet. Whoops. And you can get it bundled. This is in the annual catalog, labeled with love. But look, it's got Christmas, it's got presents, there's flowers, there's butterflies, there's everything in there. And this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to outline it in black. Then I'm going to stamp it. Where's my Gorgeous Grape? There it is. I'm going to stamp the happy birthday in Gorgeous Grape inside. Hello, Jennifer. Okay. I have to clean this because I haven't cleaned it yet. And you always clean your stamps before you use them the first time. And, you know, if I was smart, I would have just done that on my chamois, but, you know, I didn't. So stamp that in Memento and then grab Gorgeous Grape. And I have Happy Birthday, also from the stamp set. Now I also got out these flowers because on this one, there's butterflies stamped on it. So I thought if I needed a flower, I could use those. So this is Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to keep it over to the right-hand side so I can put those flowers on there. Oh, I love it already. Okay, now I need Highland Heather. Highland Heather. And my stamping paper because I'm going to stamp those flowers off before I put them on there. Oh, the crafty weekend was amazing. We had such a good time. The in-person on Saturday was awesome. The virtual yesterday was awesome. I enjoyed every second of the entire weekend. It was wonderful. Okay, so now Highland Heather stamped off, and I'm just going to stamp those flowers very lightly in the background, like that. Now I'm going to punch it out. Yes, we had a good time. And I'm working on the next one. So the Winter Creative Escape is going to happen in October. And I just haven't decided what it's going to be all about. Shanna has indicated that she is excited and is coming back to join us. So there's that to look forward to. Okay, now we have our sentiment. Bring this back in. So I haven't pushed that down yet. So I'm thinking that this is going to go right in there, and then the butterfly is going to go here. Yep. What do you think? Does that look good? Yes. Thanks, Lena, for coming. It was wonderful to stamp with you. Yes? No? Oh, I'm getting some hearts. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to push this down now because I'm happy with the placement. And then flip it over. We'll just trim off this part. Now you can do this with any dies. You don't have to use the whole thing on your card. You can always use part of it, and it's going to show up when you layer it onto color like that. All right, gonna get some adhesive on this. So I know that October is going to be Christmas cards. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to focus on, but there is an amazing suite coming out. We get access to it. It's not centered. I can pre-order it starting Wednesday, so I'm kind of excited to get it. You know me and new stuff. It's like Christmas when I get to order some new stuff. So I printed out the flyer. It's called, I don't know what it's called. Season of Green or something, I don't know, but it's got vellum, it's got designer paper, it's got 2 bundles, and it's got cherry cobbler and pearl berries, some satin ribbon, and it also has a set that has just greetings on it. So that is a possibility for the focus for October, and we might even move that up to September. Okay, now this is going to go on here, and I'm going to pop this up. So we grab some big dimensionals, so it goes a little bit faster than the baby ones. Oh, look at you guys saying how lovely my card is. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, nope, haven't got Winky, but I haven't forgotten. I have it out. It's sitting right here. I have my Winky. Of course, we have to add Winky, Jennifer. Thanks, Cindy. Okay, and just about got overkill on my part, but always better to have your cards so it doesn't collapse than to have too many. Christmas all year long, absolutely. Flowers should be going up more straight. What flowers? These flowers? Ah, the wind's blowing, Wendy. Like last year's winter escape, polar bears were awesome. They were very nice. And I don't know what's going to be in the Christmas catalog. I have no idea. So that's why I'm not committing to a theme yet. I do get to see the new catalog and pre-order from it in June, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to take some dimensional bits and we're going to put them on the wings of the butterfly. So the body is going to be flat. The wings are going to be popped up. There we go. And that's just going to go on here like that. Oh, I love that yellow on there. Perfect. Look. Oh. And then this fits in there just where I want it. So we'll just tack off some pieces there. And there we go. One in the middle. Oh, I love that happy birthday. That font on that is amazing. You like my windy comment? Season of Green and Gold. Is that what it's called? Hello, Sherry. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I saw it in person down in Mexico, and it is stunningly beautiful. Oh, you're very welcome, Karen. Thank you, Wendy. Thanks, Valerie. Look at that. Okay, so now, Wink Stella, let's do that before I forget. Just add a little bit to the butterfly and on the flowers. And remember, with Wink Stella, less is more. You don't want to cover the whole thing. But I do like doing down the middle of the leaves because I just like to have bling on my leaves too. Okay, so let's stamp the inside and the envelope. There's the inside, here's the envelope, and I think I'm going to, where did I put my ink? Oh, I've got such a mess happening. Good gracious me, I lost my ink. There it is. Hi, Marlene. Had the flyer in your hand? Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks for being having my back. Oh, thank you, ladies. You're very kind. Okay, flower. This is inside. And let's just do one flower. And then envelope. Same thing, just the one flower. So if I decide to change to mornings, it will happen after I get back from Quesnel at the end of June. One butterfly, one flower. And of course, I'm not going to color the envelope, but I will color the inside. Wait. Oh yes, that's light. Ooh, I had a sudden horror feeling that I had grabbed the dark. That would not be a good thing. Well, it would be different. And we'll just quickly stick some purple on there. Go back in with the dark and dark. Like that. And blend that all in. Grab my light Daffodil Delight. And go over top. Now I'm going to do something different so that you can see the difference between having the Daffodil Delight just at the top and having it all over, even where the purple is. Because it does make a difference. And you may not like the purple, because this purple goes a little bit grayish when you put it over top of Daffodil Delight. I really wish Stampin' Up would have brought out Gorgeous Grape in Stampin' Blends, but they did not. And I don't know why. Probably got something to do with the ink color not being true to the Stampin' Up color, because that's what usually is the decision maker on whether it's a Stampin' Blend or not, whether they can get the color. They can get the color working properly. Okay, so we'll just go back over top with the light Highland Heather in those areas. And blend that all in together. And then I'll show you the difference between the two. What time in the mornings? I'm not sure. It will be somewhere between 9 and 10, Valerie, Pacific time. Oh, thanks, Lena. Okay, so there's the difference. This one had yellow base all over it. This one only had yellow in the tips of the wings. So the purple is much more purple than that. Just a personal preference. Okay, we're going to stick this inside. And then we're going to put some of those gorgeous iridescent faceted gems on the front, and our card will be done. And then I can do the draw. Oh, wait. I didn't do the leaves. I need to do the leaves. Holy man. I could have done them when I put them on there, but then I have to be really careful where I color so that it doesn't color on my card base. And by catching it before I put it in there, then I don't have to worry about it. And thank goodness for my silicone mat. My silicone mat is never far from my fingers. I have 3 or 4 of them, and I always have them on hand when I'm creating, because you never know when you're going to put adhesive on and then decide you need to do something else before you stick it where it needs to go. Okay, back with the light just to blend that in a bit. And then we'll do the stems. Who else has their silicone mat right where they're crafting all the time? Do you keep yours handy with you on your table? There we go. There we are. Okay. Let's put Winky inside because, why not? Why not? It deserves to be Winky too. And on the leaves. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to go back and read some of these comments because. Thanks, Sherry. You're very welcome, Cindy. What time in the mornings? Love the stamp. Said it. Dies. Card. Thanks, Lena. Wendy likes the one on the front, but says they're both pretty. Great color on the butterfly. Thank you, says Lori. Valerie has her craft mat. And yes, Pat, one of yours is very well loved. Wendy has 2, one very small and a normal size one. Nadine has 2 ready and waiting while I'm creating. Yep. It's one of those necessities of life, I tell you. There we go. Now let me grab the iridescent faceted gems and we'll get some on there. I've got one lonely one sitting here that has to be used. These, I'm putting an order in on, tomorrow night. Because, the stamp and die extra 10% off sale starts on Monday the 5th. Nope, Wednesday the 5th of June. But that's like 11 p.m. Pacific time. So I can stay up at night and put my order in. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm ordering more of these because I didn't think I was going to like them. But they are fabulous. It's so fabulous. And I'm putting a whole bunch of them on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5 of them. 5. And voila, our card is done. There's the original one, and there's our makeover. What do you think? You like this stamp set and dies? I do. Holy man. All right, let's get set up to do the draw for the Share It Saturday for May the 25th. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at it sparkle and shine with all that winky on there. Ooh. Oh, thanks, ladies. You're so kind. Spotlight in Nature, I tell you, it's one of my favorite stamp sets right now. And I wasn't even going to get it. Draw. That's what I was doing. I was making room so I can reach my computer so I can get the draw done. Okay, out of the way, this out of the way, out of there. Yay, look, it's clean. We're going to pull my computer in a little bit closer here. Now, if you are watching this live, hit those emojis and let Facebook know that you are enjoying my video. Thank you. And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much. You can also hit the emojis if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button that's right down there in red. And then you will know every time I go live on my YouTube channel, which I'm going live. I'm trying to go live every time. I'm trying to go live on YouTube every time I go live on Facebook, so you can catch me in both areas. You think the card's in the mail? Well, it's not in the mail. It's still sitting on my craft table, Marie. Okay, I'm out going to a shoebox group this weekend, and I'm using this. Oh, Lori, that sounds awesome. Make sure you go in the VIP group and show us what the card is that you're taking there to do for the shoebox swap. I love shoebox swaps. They're fun. Okay, Wheel of Names is coming. I've switched over. Got to make this big. There we go. There's the Wheel of Names. There's Share It Saturday for May the 25th. Delete the name and the row, and I'm going to hit shuffle once, shuffle twice. I lost your address, Val. I could, maybe, did I ever have it? Okay, here we go. And the winner of Share It Saturday for May the 25th is, a drum roll, please. Karen, congratulations, Karen. I don't think Karen has won before. I don't put last names in there, but Karen knows who she is. Oh, good, Lori. Good. I look forward to seeing that. Okay, so I'm going to go back here and I'm going to pop that back. Yes, congratulations, Karen. Now, I don't know what Karen's. I just write down HJ. Oh, maybe it's HI. Maybe it's Karen Ilsley. Is that, I think. Let me go back because I think Karen was watching. If I remember correctly. Yes, Karen Hickam Ilsley. You're the winner. Congratulations, Karen. Make sure you message me your address so I can get your card in the mail to you. Oh man, my poor hubby had to go to the post office for me today. I had a stack of mail like this big. I got caught up on all my thank yous. I got caught up on all my birthdays for June because we're heading out here in a week and I have to have all this stuff done. So I even have a stack of cards to mail before we go. These are the later in the month ones. I'm so excited. And I'm working on cards for July's class, which is going to be all about the fun Lily Pond Lane is what's happening in July. So June is Spotlight on Nature, and it's open right now for registration. Let me put this back up here so I can show you Lily Pond Lane. There we go. Okay. This is Lily Pond Lane. Let me do this so you can see. Look at these cute cards. Are those not adorable? I'm sorry. This was one of the very first suites on my I'm going to order this list. So it consists of the stamp set and the dies, and this die is so fun. What did I do with that card I did last night with my team? We did some mystery stamping last night. Of course, I cleaned up. I don't know what I did with. Oh, I know where it is. I put it away because it's my sister's birthday card. Because guess what it's got on it? So this was the card we did mystery stamping last night. So that's where we all cut out the same pieces in different colors, and then we use different stamp sets. And I tell people step by step how to make the card, and then we share what our cards look like. And of course, they're all different. So this was the one I made, but look at that. There's a frog on it. So my sister's getting a frog for her birthday. I love it. Anyways, I didn't use this die on it because there was no die cutting on that one. But this is what is happening in August. So stay tuned for that. Oh, Lori made 4 cards with it. Love Lily Pond. Oh, me too. I love surprise a frog. I know, but I did it. And I even admitted that it might be cute. Okay, so comment if you haven't already and let me know what you think about changing the time to mornings. So somewhere between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that would be 10 and 11 a.m. Mountain time and noon and 1 p.m. Central time or Eastern time, not Central time, Eastern time, because I would like to know what you think. And I will be back on Thursday with, I'm not coming around to frogs, Nadine. There is no way, but that one might be cute. Oh, I'm doing a technique on Thursday. A really cool background technique that I saw. And I thought, let's do this on Thursday. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.